COVID-19 is a reality, but you can still keep your Furkid happy and active indoors. First, it needs to be said. The world is under a strong and unprecedented pandemic. Stay inside, practice safe distance, wash your hands, wear a mask as much as possible. If you die, your Furkid will be lost as well. It is a tough effort and it is tiresome and annoying, but every one of us have someone whom we want to keep safe and alive. And someone wishes the same for you. Entertaining your kid while staying alive and keeping all those that are important to you alive as well, including your Furkid, is not a laborious task, though it requires commitment and effort. There are many activities you can do with your Furkid while indoors. These are not only great for situations just like the one the entire world is going through, but also for situations such as heavy rain, snowy days, and even times when you are under the grasp of the flu. Those times when you just do not want to move outside your blankets and thinking of going to the dog park is more an annoyance than a welcomed activity. There are a few things that you should consider when playing with your Furkid at home. First, let's talk about the commands. Select specific words for the games. Be sure to choose a word that you will not be using for anything else regarding your Furkid. You could choose to use words in different languages, so that for the game of fetch and seek you can use busca, Spanish, and share, French, while you keep the word of fetch for any other command that you are seeking to keep with your Furkid. This will come in handy when you need to train your Furkid in specific commands such as stop, stay, sit, and so on. Now let's talk about the toys. If you are going to be using balls for the indoor games, seek those that are soft and that can be played with without crazy bounces that might damage your furniture, windows, or even yourself. Since these games are going to be a relevant part of your Furkid's life, keep them stored and away from her paws at times when you are not playing with her. This will prevent her from getting bored from the toy and will also prevent her from tearing the toy apart. When you select the toy to use, be sure to choose one that does not bounce or that bounces softly. Other things to consider are the easiness in which the toy or ball can break. Avoid toys and balls that can turn to be intestinal blockages. It is not a pretty sight and it is very worrisome to see your Furkid with a bellyache that you could have prevented. Toys to be used should not break apart easily and should not do so in small edible pieces. Never leave your Furkid unattended with the toys you will be using. Remember to pick them up and store them away from your Furkid. Command reinforcement. Of course, while playing any of the 1,000 games you can while being indoors, you can also take the opportunity to reinforce commands that you will be using on a daily basis. The trick here is to select the reinforcement commands, that is, the words you will be using to tell your Furkid what is it that you want him to do, and apply them in the right game. For instance, if you are playing fetch, you could reinforce, come sit wait fetch bark when you play hide and seek, then you can work on, wait sit seek. If you and your Furkid enjoy a match of tug-o-war, then you can take the opportunity to reinforce, stop soft. Ideal to help you tell your Furkid to lessen the grip of those chompers sit. For the games of catch and tag you can just pause the game and have your kid carry out any given command in advance. This will also help you work on patience. Haha. Remember always that positive reinforcement is the best way to teach your Furkid anything. Praises, hugs, kisses, pats can also work and are mostly a suitable alternative to 1,000 snacks. When you are playing with a pup or training her, sometimes giving her too many snacks can cause her to vomit. Final word, everybody has limits. There are things that your Furkid might not be able to do or that will cause him unneeded stress to carry out. Do not be a heel of a fur parent. Be considerate.